Picture a typical Tuesday morning amidst the vibrant energy of a Midtown Manhattan summer. Like most people, you wake up early to get a head start in the day, perhaps squeezing in a workout or some chores before work, when unexpectedly, in the middle of your regular routine, two FBI agents materialize seemingly out of thin air, openly displaying their badges and questioning you about happenings at your workplace. They possess detailed knowledge about your private life, your recent weekend whereabouts, and confidential information about your family. Your heart is racing. Confusion sets in. What is happening? Then it hits you. Those trades, the casual chats. I mean, the dollar amounts were so small. How could the feds know? This scenario may sound like a scene from a movie, but this is my lived reality. The onset of a chain of events that would forever alter my life's trajectory. My story began in the quiet suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia, the product of a middle-class family with dreams that reached the gilded halls of the Ivy League. Upon graduation, I was thrust into the adrenaline-pumping world of finance, finding a place at a hedge fund specializing in tech stocks. My journey, though, took a sinister turn at the crossroads of greed and deceit. A forbidden stock tip, a whisper of insider knowledge, and I was drawn in, sharing this illicit information with a friend. This solitary action sent shockwaves through my world, beginning my moral and professional descent at the tender age of 29. After sharing this information with my friend, I did hesitate before buying the stock myself, a flickering moral compass trying to steer me away from this dangerous course. Yet, I watched others succumb to the lure of illegal gain. Their actions, their rationalizations, everyone's doing it, who am I hurting, blurred my ethical lines, and I too fell prey to the siren call of easy profit. With each passing day, my ethical boundaries eroded, pulling me deeper into a moral abyss. Isolated from voices of reason, I sealed my own fate. The consequences of my choices were inevitable, and their gravity came down upon me, dismantling my career in one fell swoop. We're with the FBI. 4 words that triggered a seismic shift in my life. Suddenly, I was a minnow in the vast, unforgiving ocean of finance. Thrust into a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, I was pushed towards a crossroads that would redefine my very existence. As the global financial crisis raged, my life began to mirror a Hollywood thriller, replete with suspense, twists, and turns. Assuming the alias Tipper X, I recorded over 40 clandestine conversations across 2 years for the FBI. This sparked the largest insider trading investigation of our era, culminating in the arrest of over 80 individuals as part of Operation Perfect Hedge. At a certain point, a notable target of the inquiry even lured me to a swimming pool to verify if I was wearing a wire. Now, The Sopranos was popular that summer, and all these ideas were going through my head. But fortunately, with a bit of quick thinking, I managed to evade this aquatic inquisition without blowing my cover. In the midst of this chaos, I found clarity about the true meaning of life, family, and the profound importance of the choices we make. Our lives' most transformative moments often arise from tumultuous times, pushing us to change born out of profound self-realization. My first daughter, Molly's birth, was such a defining moment for me, a beacon of light in the darkness. When I held Molly for the first time, her tiny fingers entwined with mine, the gravity of my past actions finally struck me. I saw myself through her innocent eyes, and I realized the dire need for my own transformation, and not just for me now, but for my daughter. I wanted to be a figure of strength, honesty, and integrity for her, a genuine role model. So in December 2009, only 2 months after Molly's birth, I pled guilty to securities fraud, commencing a long journey of atonement. As I stood in court that day, I understood that admitting my crimes was an essential first step towards redemption and personal growth. Becoming a father opened my eyes to the immense responsibility I bore, and not just to my family, but to myself. I realized I couldn't inspire my children to lead a noble life if I didn't embody it. I knew I had to transform to rectify my wrongs and reclaim the man that I wanted to be. As an unemployable convicted felon, I tried to start a new business as a fresh beginning. However, with my reputation in tatters, my plans quickly crumbled. Try kickstarting a venture and telling potential investors, oh, by the way, just don't Google me. And then life, in its humbling way, reminded me of a neglected area, my health. As an obese stay-at-home dad, I found myself struggling for breath, carrying Molly up the stairs one day, serving as a stark reminder of the need for change. My transformation needed to be comprehensive. In a situation where 85% of marriages crumble under such strain, my wife, Sue, not only weathered the storm with me, but charted a new course towards long-distance running. She signed me up for a 5K race, and though I certainly struggled, and yes, Sue did beat me pushing Molly in the jogging stroller, this marked the beginning of a new chapter. By acknowledging my past and committing to change, I began to rebuild my life stride by stride. Each step took me away from the man I was and towards the man I wanted to be for myself and for my family. Yet, while I was getting fit, running marathons and even a 100-mile ultramarathon, I hadn't yet tackled the most significant obstacle, rebuilding my shattered reputation and reinventing my career. Well, sometimes life's unpredictable twists can be more dramatic than any fictional plot. 7 years after pleading guilty to securities fraud, in the midst of my transformative physical journey, I received an unexpected phone call from the FBI. Now, seeing my wife's word expression, "What did you do now?" I braced myself. The very organization that had once used me as a human recording device was asking for my help again. This time, they asked me to share my story with their rookie class of agents who were building some new cases. They informed me that I was the youngest individual they had charged in the previous cases, and that my financial gains paled in comparison to most others. Now, at first, I thought they were rubbing it in like I wasn't even good at breaking the law, but then the irony wasn't lost on me, and I saw the bigger picture. My journey, my failings, my redemption could serve as a cautionary tale for other professionals, young and old. This call marked a turning point, a complete circle in my life's journey. I realized my past missteps could ignite a new passion within me, public speaking. And so I embraced a new career as a speaker and corporate trainer, I've had the incredible privilege to share my story at over 500 engagements for audiences in 13 countries. But it's not the traditional path to speaking. Imagine disclosing to a room full of strangers nearly every week for almost 7 years the worst thing you've ever done. Yet, it is my catharsis, my penance. Each speech is a stride toward creating a positive ripple in society, and every listener is a chance to inspire transformation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.